Good evening, friends. How are you all? Now in BTech, I have taken a 5 days training on solar energy, renewable energy. What a beautiful thing. You know, electricity cannot be stored direct in electricity form. This is the problem. We can generate electricity, but difficult to store. One medium is battery. In battery, you can store it, then it can give out energy, but you need its charging. You need its charging. So for solar energy also, you can charge your battery because the output of the solar panel is DC, or otherwise by using rectifier also. After the AC output, you can charge the battery. This is one system generally used for domestic purpose, but in large scale amount we need other form. That means combination of battery and the grid system or the hybrid system. There, what we can do to store this energy in peak hours, the output is peak sun hours. It is not peak hours. Our peak hours is in the evening possibly, because we are all taking power. Industry is also moving, running. So how to store it? That is the problem. The electrical form is, we can use compressor, that is mechanical form, sorry, compressor, or pump the stored water in a, what I can say, in a dam. After releasing the water from the dam, that water can be pumped to the high of in the dam and can be taken out when required by using the water to generate electricity by rotating the turbine. That form also you can store. That means in peak hours of sun peak hours, the stored energy will pump the water in the upper level of the dam, and there it will be stored. Then when the sun is not there, you can use turbine to rotate turbine to generate electricity. In this way also you can store the energy. Another is compressed air. You know, our car and everything, we are using air from a compressor. With the compressor you also rotate some turbine or something and to generate electricity. Another form is use the water in a tank with insulation to warm the water, and that water can be used, this hot water can be used for power plant, thermal power plant, making steam. You know, our storage of coal is reducing, so there will be an energy crisis. We have nuclear power. Now most of the energy we are using in electrical form. So the natural source of sun ray, you cannot ignore it. Simply you use this thing with the solar panel. Now I am in BTech. I am doing this 5 days. I did 5 days training, but it is insufficient. So many things are still in not in my knowledge. But the system is the sun must fall on your solar panel at 90 degree to give the best output from the solar panel. For this, the solar panel can be adjusted. It maintains a tilting angle to take the sun ray at 90 degree. To take the sun ray at 90 degree. For this, we are using 3 motors to position the solar panel X, Y, Z axis, X, Y and Z axis. We can move it. Generally in Kolkata or beside Kolkata, the tilting angle is 22 degree. 22 degree. You can find it out from what can I say, from internet. There is so many sites to design this solar panel. One is Sunny Design. One is SMA Sunny Design. From there you can prepare it. You can able to learn the tilting angle, the azimuthal angle, everything. And you can assess the output of the solar panel. So you can design according to it. But how to design it? The first thing is you know your load. For domestic, you know your load and its usage in hour, so that your kilowatt hour you can know. You can know your kilowatt hour. And if you divide this kilowatt hour with 4.5 for here and its efficiency around 0.7, then the required kilowatt hour you can find it out. And according to it, you can design your solar panel, requirement of solar panel. Requirement of solar panel. So from the solar panel DC output, you are using a controller, then you are converting it into AC 3-phase. But before that, we are charging the battery, because battery charging is required. DC supply. Battery charging required DC supply. After the battery, we are giving it to inverter to convert it into AC. Then a meter, and from there you can use this solar power. During daytime, the peak sun hours, the output of solar panel is more, and the battery will be charged. But we need for our domestic purpose in the evening, so the battery will give output. This is the system. Battery can store electricity. It is a good feature, but sufficient ampere hour capacity to meet up your load, that is required. That is required. So this is the domestic system. Next, for you can use it in parallel to your state electricity system, but you need its isolation system also. Parallelly with the state electricity supply, you can use the solar supply with sufficient designing and isolation system for your domestic purpose. This is the 5 days output, and designing portion also we have learned. Later I will discuss the designing portion. But it is a beautiful thing, because from sun ray, the source of energy is sun, so natural, and we don't need coal and other source, petrol. everything, or dam water. These are all limited source. But sun, till now, you can use the sun ray, I think so many crore of years. So the weightage of solar energy is increasing. Day by day it will be enhanced, or it will be modified, it will be modernized. We are doing research. That means with the scientist, no, I am not a scientist, the scientist of the world is researching to take the natural source of power. Natural source. That means you don't need extra thing for your energy, like petroleum, like diesel, like hydel power, thermal power, nuclear power, wind power. With the passage of time, this will be reduced. Okay, friends, step by step I will tell you the designing portion. Now, up to this, next is grid system. Here you can see the grid system. At a time, the solar energy and this our electricity source, power of source at present, that means this thermal power and this hydel power, it can be used at a time with the panel with isolation system. So because the main problem is the phase angle, phase sequence, frequency, impedance, so many things you have to synchronize. So better to keep that isolation and give part load for this thing. You can also give supply to the grid authority, so that your requirement when it will raise in the evening, you can take the credit and maintain your power supply. So this is the basic idea, and step by step we'll go in depth. Okay. Utility companies and other businesses generally have bigger budgets than individual households, making mechanical and thermal storage viable options. Though costs for these storage methods can be high, they help utilities keep up with peak energy demand. Grid energy storage with the next generation batteries 2020 was a record year for new energy storage in the United States. In the third quarter alone, the nation deployed 476 megawatt of new storage, a 240% increase from the record-breaking previous quarter. Most of the new deployments are 1 hour front of the meter storage solutions, but nonetheless offer a promising look into the future of commercial solar energy. Compressed air. The most recent government estimates calculate compressed air costs at $105 per kilowatt hour, making it the most cost-effective mechanical storage option for large-scale applications. Pumped hydro surplus solar energy can be used to pump water uphill, creating a massive amount of potential energy. Current pumped hydro costs are around $165 per kilowatt hour, making it the second best option for mechanical energy storage at scale. It's only available in certain areas. However, as new pumped hydro involves high upfront costs and significant regulatory hurdles. Home solar energy storage. Residential solar has myriad benefits, including resiliency, cost savings, and decentralization of electrical production, otherwise known as virtual power plants. But the commercial energy storage methods we discussed above the likely cost prohibitive for the average homeowner. Thankfully, battery storage can now offer homeowners a cost-effective and efficient way to store solar energy. Lithium-ion batteries are the go-to for home solar energy storage. They are relatively cheap and getting cheaper, low profile and suited for a range of needs. Other batteries commonly available for residential use include saltwater batteries and lead acid batteries. Regardless of the battery type, home backup batteries allow homeowners to save energy during high production, low demand times, that is during the workday, for use during high demand periods when generation diminishes. Home solar energy storage inherits the same benefits of large scale solar energy storage, translating into resiliency, uninterrupted energy, and cost savings, and these benefits go directly to the homeowner. In our Indian Railway, we are using the solar panel mainly in the level crossing gate for lighting, then in the station area for lighting, in the rooftop of big buildings, just as a standby supply or parallel supply of the grid system. Our railway is using so many options for maintaining this reliable electric supply. What's that? First is the state electricity board supply. Delay is not almost generating his own electric power, so they are using state electricity board supply, then traction power supply, then diesel generator set, then this battery backup, and lastly this solar system, the solar system. Day by day, the importance of solar energy is becoming popular. Okay, friend, thanks.